Hello students, I welcome you to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and click the bell icon for latest tips and tricks. This is the second video for the playlist Tricky Problem series. In this video, we will discuss a tricky problem of limits. Here is the problem right in front of you. Find the value of limit x tends to 0, x plus root x upon x square minus root x raised to the power x square plus x upon x square minus x. Believe me, this problem is not so tricky. It seems tricky, but it is an easy problem. So see how I am doing? By looking at the problem, clearly you can see that something is common in numerator and denominator, in the power as well as in the base function. So let us find what is that. Clearly you can see that root x is common here. So I will be taking that root x outside the brackets. So our function reduces to limit x tends to 0. If I take root x out of the bracket, so let me take it out. So this is root x. Here we will be left with root x. This root x is already taken out. So 1 divided by, from these two, if I take root x outside, in this function I will be left with x root x minus 1. And in power function, clearly you can see that x is common. So let us take x outside. So we are left with x plus 1, and if we take x outside in the denominator, we are left with x minus 1. So let us cancel this x and x, this root x and root x, and our function reduces to limit x tends to 0, and we are left with root x plus 1 divided by x root x minus 1 raised to the power x plus 1 divided by x minus 1. By looking at the base function, clearly you can see that the denominator of the base function is, this is root x cube and this is 1 cube. In the denominator, we will be using the identity a cube minus b cube. A cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b multiplied by a square plus ab and plus b square. So we will be using this identity in the denominator of the base function. This will reduce to limit x tends to 0, and this reduces to limit x tends to 0. This is root x plus 1, and in denominator we have root x minus 1 multiplied by x plus ab means root x and b square is 1. So our original function takes this value. Now we will put the limits. When x tends to 0, the numerator becomes 1. When x tends to 0, this becomes minus 1. When x tends to 0, this is 1. Product of minus 1 and 1 is minus 1. So this function reduces to, here also if we will put x is equal to 0, this reduces to minus 1. So our function is minus 1 raised to the power minus 1, and that is minus 1. See how quickly it is done. So minus 1 is our final answer. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it with your friend. Keep sharing and keep learning.